So, Miss Mel,
Okay,
can
game.
you please tell me something about what is happening to you when you entered the BPO life? Started from from your younger days up to today that
Still
you
young.
are. We can say that she's successful in this industry, right? So, can you tell us something about yourself,
So
your
from
branding?
okay, so really from my younger days, so you're really emphasizing that I'm too old now. Kidding,
Oh,
kidding. Okay,
Sorry.
so I started joining BPO industry way back August 3rd, 2006 to be exact.
Wow, that's so
wow.
exact.
Yeah, so I was 26 years old back then. So I started as an agent, and then no, I was assigned in a banking vertical account. I'm not sure if you guys are very familiar with some banks in the U.S., but it
Thank you.
was first the Washington Mutual Bank, and then that account actually got not pulled out, but it was bought by JP Morgan Chase Bank.
Mm.
So and then so I was a telephone banker back then. So I lasted as a banker or a telephone banker for 2 years, and then I got promoted in the same account as a peer coach. So I was a peer coach for like a year and a half, and I got promoted as a unit manager or a team leader. So I was a team leader for hold on 4 5 years.
So long.
Yeah. So so I think, and then became an operations manager OIC, and then in the same account. So I was just in the same account in the same company for 10 freaking years in BPO industry.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah. So and then things happened. We decided to move here in Tagum City, and then I applied as an operations manager and in one of the call center here in Tagum. So so it was kind of different and a challenging role because because I call it like the role is very different from a TL post, like a team leader post. So I had to, talk to clients and manage a team, manage leaders and so on. So, but it was very challenging, and I had fun too doing it. But I was so grateful that I had the opportunity of becoming a leader, and it was also it's just worth it. Like, I've been in the BPO industry in total like close to 20 years, I think, because like I was an operations manager in Tagum City for like 2 years or so, and then after that, after my journey as an operations manager, I decided to venture to a different to a different line of business. If I can remember, um, I opened up a how you call it like a daycare center sort of. So,
Okay.
but for some reason, it's like my God really lead me to the direction of I'm not sure, but really my passion is really in the call center industry because I tried the best that I can to like switch to a different line of business, but I always got back to the path of going back to call center. So I started doing like a home base home base work. So I applied to different different clients. So I look for clients. I had a lot of experiences of doing same call center job, like doing cold callings, everything like a VA, and so on, until finally I started having my own team. And luckily I had I met an investor, or not just an investor but a partner in Canada, and he wants to have someone in the Philippines to build a call center. And that's when I started, and it was 2019. So we started having um like 5 agents. So I had him. So I mean, I had this partner. We had 5 agents until we grow. But and unfortunately, with business with him is not that productive for some reason. We had some challenges looking for talents, and we had some challenges, people that are working at home because they don't have generator and everything. So then I started putting up my own office. So because I save money and so on with that home base job. So I saved, and then I created my own team. So I started having like 10 agents. And yeah, so God was so generous to me, really. So I was blessed.
Yeah.
And my team grow, and right now, from that 10 head counts, I have like around 78 now, close to 80.
Wow.
And then
Really?
but it's
Congratulations, Miss Mell.
still, thank you. But it's still not that big. We're still small, but we're surviving, and it was a great journey.
Yeah, it was amazing, right? Like you jumped to a different line of business, and then
Yeah, true.
it still brought you back to your passion. And right now, you are like managing a lot of people, employees. Like, how amazing is that? And you've been through a lot of transition from being like an agent, and then you became team leader to a manager, and now you're the owner of your own call center. I'm just curious, like, you've lasted like 10 years, right?
20 years.
With the first BPO that where you landed to. Like, what made you last that long, Miss Mel?
That's a good question, Bri. It's like I really had fun working in a call center for some reason. I started being, a very shy girl back then. It's like I couldn't, I couldn't stay in a crowd. Like, for me, 10 people is a crowd. Like, I'm just not used to it. But when I started joining BPO, it's like, oh my God, this is the real world, and I like it really. I couldn't even mention any green words before, but when I was exposed to these people, like all type of people, like regardless of gender and so on, and then it's just I just fun. It's like I just found different kind of people, and I like it, and I am a risk taker. I always found myself really in a challenging situation, and I don't know. It's like I just in my entire life, I always see myself taking risk, and yeah, so I'm a risk taker really, and I love challenges and all that stuff. Especially when I became I call it like a team leader before. There were a lot of challenges, a lot of grillings, like a lot of pressure and so on. And you guys are in the call center world too. It's like pressure is like we face that every day. It's so dynamic, like changes are happening like almost every day, and we just like it. Like we just like to be, with a lot of people. Maybe it's like I'm a people person, and maybe that's the reason why I stayed long because I just love to see people every day.
It's not just the amount of money that you earn, but the people that surrounds you. Like it's really fun. Like some other people, they lasted like for about 3 or 4 or more years because of financial necessity. But it's just amazing that you lasted that long because you had fun. And yeah, that's one of the common reason that like agents are able to last that long in BPO because of the people that surrounds them.